Okay, hello everyone. My name is Jared Grant, and I'm coming to you from the home office of www.buyandsell.scentsy.us. And I'm making a video to give you some shocking advice from a Scentsy husband. So let me tell you who I am and why you should listen to me. I am the husband of Christine Grant. This is her, and she started selling Scentsy about 16 months ago. And in that time I've helped her quite a bit. We're a great team. I'm the beauty and she's the brains of the operation. But in that time she's qualified for the incentive trip this past summer and also an upcoming trip to Cancun. And that's just in doing Scentsy for about 16 months. We've learned quite a bit, and I'd like to share some of that with you. First of all, my first piece of advice is value your time. It is your biggest asset. And I'm going to get back to that when I tell you the shocking observation and shocking advice I have for you. But value your time. You probably chose to do Scentsy, to sell Scentsy, because you wanted to improve your life and your family. So my advice is run it like a business, but to own your business, don't let it own you. I've seen my wife and I've seen a lot of other consultants do some things which, in my opinion, are not valuing their time. They're spending a lot of time doing activities and things that aren't that productive or fruitful. So value your time above everything. You know, you're doing Scentsy to make your life better, to spend more time with your family, not to let it run your life and it own you. Now, you don't always know if something's going to work. So sometimes you have to try some things, see if they work, but pay attention. Did it work? Did it improve my bottom line? Did it get sales? And so you have to pay attention. So, you know, we've tried a lot of things, and I'm not against trying things, but I am against doing things that aren't that productive over and over. But here's an important disclaimer. You are not me, and I am not you. What works for me and my wife may not work for you. We all have different personalities. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. So when I mention some shocking advice, and believe me, it's shocking. I've been around Scentsy consultants a lot, and they love doing some things, and I'm going to advise you against some of these things. But if you don't want to listen to me, don't listen to me, but you need to just pay attention to my main point, which is do things that work. So here it comes. Two big things I've seen a lot of consultants do, including my wife. We tried this at the beginning. I was not against it. I'm still not against it. I just think there's better ways to use your time. I hear a lot about Scentsy consultants making samples. You melt the wax, you put it in a candy mold or whatever, ice cube tray, whatever it is you want to do, and you make little samples. You put them in a little Ziploc baggie, real small, staple it to your business card. Oh, everybody loves it. And I've seen it. Everybody does love it. My wife gave them to people, they love it. Oh, it's so cool, it's so cute. But I honestly don't think we got one sale or one consultant, one party, one piece of business from doing that. So while everybody does love it and it's great and it's nice, it builds community and so forth, my wife has no problem building relationships with people. She gets all kinds of business because of who she is. So basically, I know this is shocking, but we don't do samples. We've done them. There's some in our freezer right now. But we just find that there's a lot better things we spend our time on. Here's the other shocker. Those little labels that you print off with your name, address, email address, website, phone number, you put those on all your products. We did that in the beginning. We did some home and garden shows. We had a label on everything. Now that's not real costly. It doesn't take that much time. It does take time though, and my whole point is your time is valuable. Don't waste it. So we put all those labels on everything. We would see people at a show that we'd sold to 3 months ago at another show. Oh, I don't know where to get this stuff. I got it from you last time and I can't find where to get it. It's on the label. It's on the box. We told you that when we handed it to you. You know, we put the labels on everything, but people don't pay attention to it. So I told my wife, we'd be sitting around the night watching TV and she'd bust out her labels and I'm like, baby, just relax. You deserve to relax. We're doing this business to make our life better. not so it owns every spare moment we have. So my advice is, don't do those things that don't make that big a difference. And pay attention, see if it's making a difference. Now we still do labels, don't get me wrong, we put them on certain things. We put them on catalogs, and I don't know, various things my wife still puts them on. You know, the big one being catalogs. You want people that have a catalog to be able to get a hold of you. But we don't stick them on every single thing we ever hand out. Just because, you know, we can spend our time doing better things. I would say if you're going to think about making samples or sitting down to put labels on stuff, spend that 30 minutes or that hour that you were going to make those samples, spend that hour on the phone. Get on the phone, call, book parties, you know, call people, call all the contacts you've made, try to book a party. If you spend an hour calling people and you get one party, that's way better than spending an hour making samples. And then, you know, obviously you need to keep track of your contacts. The more parties you have, the more contacts you'll get, the more people you have to call in the future. But, you know, just do what makes the most sense. So to sum it up, you know, whether you want to keep making samples or labeling, I'm not against that stuff. I'm just saying there's a lot of things that you can spend your time on that will get you better results. But you have to figure that out. And don't do what I'm doing just because I said it. Don't do what all the other Scentsy consultants do just because they said it. You got to try things. You got to see what works. If you're not in Scentsy and you're thinking about joining, my wife and I'd be happy to have you on the team. Please visit our website, www.buyandsell.scentsy.us. I'm Jared. My wife is Christy. She's going to be the main contact you'll have. But as you can see, I do help. I do know quite a bit about the business, and we see it as a business. We see this as a future for us, and we want to help. We want to help our team. So please, if you're thinking about it, check out our website, contact Christy, and join our team. If you like what I have to say and you want to check out some more videos, Christy's got several. I'm going to be putting more on with more practical tips and opinions and whatnot. So feel free to check out the rest of our videos. Thank you.